Hi crafty friends, welcome back to the Crafty Seas. Today we'll be showing you how to make this pretty piece of spring home decor using flower forming foam, and we'll take you step by step through the process, so stay tuned. And this lovely flower ball can be used as a piece of decoration, and as it's also made of foam, you could spray it with perfume and use it as a room centre as well. So let's get started and I'll show you how to make it. The first thing you'll need is one of these polystyrene balls, and we had these left over from some Christmas crafting, a piece of ribbon, some artificial stamens and some flower dies. And you can use any flower die that you have in your stash. Here we're using some anemones and a crafter's companion die. You'll need some flower forming foam and some ball tools to shape them, and an iron. You can use a craft iron, an old iron, as long as you don't have the steam setting on, it will be fine. So let's get crafting. The first thing we're going to do is to colour our polystyrene ball, and here we're just using Distress Oxide in Villainous Potion, and we're just going to rub that in and build up a nice layer of the purple colour. We did this just in case there was any gaps in the finished flower ball and we didn't want to see the white polystyrene, but actually in the end the flowers covered the ball beautifully. So once you've done that, we are going to grab our flower dies and some of the foam, and I find that depending on the thickness of your foam, you can fold your sheet into quarters and cut up to 4 layers of your flower forming foam at the one time, and that just saves you running it through your die machine. And also, foam can flatten if you keep running it through your die cut machine, so doing it like this in one pass is a really quick and convenient way to cut out your shapes. So we're just going to line them up onto our piece of foam and attach it with some washi tape, and I'm going to run this through my Gemini machine with just the standard plate combo. And as you can see here, all the layers have cut out beautifully, and it's just a case of popping them out and separating the layers. And you're going to need quite a lot of flowers to create this ball, so it's a good idea to run out all your different shapes and sizes of petals in a batch first. And once you've got them, the next step will be to create the actual flowers, and for that you're going to need your iron. And as I mentioned earlier, if you make sure your iron is on a medium hot setting but without any steam, and all we're going to do is place a petal onto the iron, and as you'll see, like magic, it just begins to curl up and take a form. And really, the flower forming foam almost rejects itself from the iron plate. It doesn't stick or anything, and when it's reached that certain temperature it wants to curl off, and then you just pop it onto a piece of foam and use your ball tools to give that depth to the petal. So you're going to just repeat this process for all the petals that you've cut out. Place them in the iron, pop them off and shape them with your ball tool, and you can use different size ball tools for the different size petals. And it's a really quick and fun, relaxing craft to do. And once you've got all your petals shaped, the next stage is to construct your actual flower. So you'll just use a pokey tool to poke a hole through the centre, and it's better if you do it one petal at a time, and then grab your stamen and simply thread your petals on, and you can do as many petals or as little petals as you want. Flowers are all different in nature and your creativity is unlimited, so just have fun and have a play with it. So that's what we'll be doing here, just making up a nice arrangement of different flowers in different shapes and sizes. So here we're making up a slightly smaller one, so we're just using our pokey tool to create that hole in the middle for the stamen, and we're grabbing a stamen, folding it in half, and we're just going to thread those petals on. And at the end we like to put a dab of hot glue on our finished flower. That just prevents the petals and stamens moving and keeps the form that you've made. We really enjoyed making these flower foam flowers, and this was inspired by the lovely Monika from Paper Mona, and she's got great tutorials on how to use your flower forming foam and how to incorporate the flowers that you make into your cards. And she's a super talented crafter, and she's also having a giveaway at the moment to celebrate almost reaching 6,000 subscribers. So a huge congratulations, Monika. And please, if you've not subscribed, pop over to Monika's channel and give her some crafty love. She has a fabulous channel with great tutorials, and she also holds fancy fold challenges and lots of giveaways. So I'll leave a link in the description box below for that. And we'll pop back to our crafting here, making this lovely flower form ball. So once we've got all our flowers together, and you'll be surprised at how many you'll need to make this, but just make a good stash of your flowers in different colours and sizes. Grab your polystyrene ball and your ribbon, and we're going to make the hanging section first by grabbing a length of ribbon, and we'll just make it into a loop using our hot glue gun, and then we're going to use a pin to attach it into the polystyrene ball, and we'll secure that in place with a dab of hot glue. Next, it's on to the fun part of arranging our flowers, and to attach the foam flowers to our ball, we're just going to use again the hot glue gun, and there's no rhyme or reason to this. You can just attach your flowers anywhere you think they look pretty, and the advantage of the hot glue gun is they will stick in place immediately. And just work your way round the full ball, making sure you fill in any gaps with the smaller flowers. So that's what we'll do just now. We'll continue attaching our flowers to the ball, and stay tuned for the grand reveal. So here is our finished flower posy that we've made using the flower foam, and we've also added a little depth to the flowers by using some Distress Oxide inks and sparkle pens. And you can make this to match any colour scheme that you want, and we also think it would be quite cute as a mini bouquet for a little flower girl at a wedding. But what do you think? You can let us know in the comment section below. Is this something that you'll give a go? And what one do you like best? The paler colours or the bright pinks? We love to hear from you, and thank you ever so much for spending time with us today. Please check out Monika's channel and the links down below. And until next time, happy crafting!